the privilege of talking to a chaplain that's a great man. And in California they had the scientists, some of the best that we got in the nations had met there for a gathering. And to have a secret closed meeting and being in it was so terrible. They called a chaplain in with them. And this chaplain friend of mine said, Brother Branham, before I could be taken in, they searched my record to my great-grandmother before I could go in this meeting. And he said, I wished I had not been there. He said, when those scientists got up and began to speak, he said, it seemed there was a gloom settled over the room that made you feel like you was in an ice house. Chills. How it would curdle the blood of a man. Said we're not allowed to talk of these things. We're sworn under oath. But said, I am allowed to tell you this. He said they're fixing to do away with the army, with the aviation, the aviator corps and so forth. Said they don't need them no more. He said they've got weapons so deadly that they could destroy the whole earth in 1 second's time. And said if they'd let that be known, that people would go panically and go into the streets screaming to the top of their voices. Said they've got a bomb that would drop on the earth. Just one bomb would blow 175 miles around them, over 100 feet deep. Where could you go to hide? What if you dug 1,000 feet? You couldn't. You'd go into the volcanic eruption of the earth. But if you could dig 1,000 feet under the earth, a concussion like that hitting on top of you would smash you into powder. Said this one great scientist got up, and he was the top scientist of the army. He said, gentlemen, I wished I could take an old cow in a wagon, drive over behind the mountains and forget all about it, serve my little time on earth and leave. He said, but we got to face it. Driving behind the mountain won't do any good. Said those mountains would become nothing but powder of volcanic ashes. Oh, brother, it pays to know where you got an escape in them times. We've got an escape. We got a shelter. That shelter's under the wings of the Lord's everlasting protection. Knowing this, that you have an immortal soul that cannot die, that's not made with atoms, or with hydrogen, or with oxygen, or with anything that's on this earth. It's made by a spirit that God Almighty created Himself and give to you. What a day that we are living. What a time that where man has achieved and achieved until he's achieved himself these things. Now what shall he do with them?